Mushers plan everything, including what to pack. I'm going to read some of an article to list some of the things a musher packs and may pack. What to pack. Remember that mushers can send supplies in drop bags to checkpoints so they can pick up and use. The drop bags contain extra food, booties, clothing, and any other supplies that a musher feels he or she will need at that point in the race. Straw is also available at the checkpoints, and the musher can use at the checkpoint or carry with them to where they plan to camp. One of the most important items of the mandatory equipment is a vet book. It's a notebook that the musher keeps notes on each dog. It contains how the dogs are running, what and how they are eating, and anything important about each dog that indicate to the mushers and to the vets how the dogs are performing. This book is checked by a vet at all the checkpoints and is signed by both the vet and the musher. This book must be in the musher's possession at all times and can be asked for by vets or race officials at any time during the race. The sled bag must also contain cooking equipment and food for the dogs. A cooker, a pot able to hold 3 gallons of water, enough fuel to heat those 3 gallons of water to boiling, and food for the dogs is mandatory. The musher also packs his or her food in the sled. It would be too heavy to carry all the food and fuel needed, so extras of these items are packed in drop bags and are sent ahead to the checkpoints. Other mandatory gear includes an axe, a cable gangline or cable tie out able to secure a dog team, a cold weather sleeping bag, 8 booties per dog, 1 pair of snowshoes, and promotional material from the Iditarod Trail committees. The musher may also carry personal items with this. These are not mandatory and could include extra clothing, music to listen to, and something to play the music. Sled parts, emergency equipment, they also carry extras for the dogs like blankets or dog coats, foot ointment, and treats. Mushers usually send 1 to 2 extra sleds to the checkpoints along the trail. This is in case the sled they are using breaks. They also have extra runners, a sled repair kit. Wow, that's a lot to carry. It must take a lot of time to get everything ready to go. I wonder how the mushers know what and how much to send to each checkpoint. What do you think? As you can see, the sled may be heavy, and it may also be helpful to plan ahead to keep it light. The average speed of a dog team is about 7.5 miles per hour. I will show a video of the dogs coming into a checkpoint to show how tired and a look at how fast they are going. The average finish time in the Iditarod is about 8 days and 16 hours and 50 minutes, but it could be faster or much slower. As you can see in the caption below the video, Dallas CV set a record of 8 days, 11 hours, and 16 seconds. "29-year-old Willow Musher Dallas CV crossed the non-finish line at 2:20 a.m. Tuesday, winning the Iditarod for the 3rd year in a row and 4th time in 5 years. He made it in Nome in record time, 8 days, 11 hours, 20 minutes, and 16 seconds. Oh, the video didn't load yet. Now you may see some pics of Dallas TV and some fun/random facts. First place this year received $75,000 in a new pickup. Each place finishing under gets slightly less until it reaches $10,000. The Iditarod is a very challenging race with a very challenging price tag, but if you win or even get close, it is worth it. I hope you enjoy and have fun watching. Number of years the Iditarod race has been run, 40 years. Estimate number of years Iditarod Trail has been used by Alaskans is 100 years. Iditarod 2012 winner Dallas CV's time 9 days, 4 hours, and 29 minutes. Average team speed for Dallas CV sled dog is 7.27 miles per hour. Number of Dallas CV family members also running in Iditarod 2012 was 2. Number of other young mushers in Dallas CV who won the Iditarod is 0. Next youngest Iditarod winner is Carl Huntington, 1974, 26 years old. Number of mushers in 2012 Iditarod who finished in inaugural race 1. And there's some more. $98 mushers in 2008. That's the record.
So we often hear about emergency situations on the Iditarod Trail, but how do mushers handle them? Between Galena and Mulatto, 2 mushers, well, I'll let someone else explain that. But basically, Allie Zirkle was caught in an accident as she turned a corner.
Got a report about 2:45 this morning that Allie Zirkle had an incident with a snow machine up below Kayakuk.
A snow machiner actually attempted to harm her and her team. I assume that means something like run into them.
Allie Zirkle came in this evening. She had been attacked by a snow machine out on the river, made 4 different aggressive attacks on her.
So you see, accidents do happen on the trail, but it doesn't explain whether the attempt was accidental. So as much as I would love to go on about this, it does not tell you anything of how the musher handled the snowmobiler. Allie actually picked up a ground marker and started defending herself from the snowmobiler.
About 10 miles outside of Mulatto, my approach to the checkpoint, a snow machine narrowly missed me and my sled, but hit several of my dogs at high speed. One of my dogs was killed pretty much on the spot, and a couple others I gave first aid to the best I could and loaded in my sled.
As of now, all the dog teams on the river are safe, and the race is moving forward. I don't know that we would have ever thought of this to happen, an aggressive move on mushers, intentionally made, which is what this appears to be. I mean, I can't ever have imagined. Iditarod doesn't feel that this incident at all reflects the relationship we've had with Mulatto over the years. The village has always been very welcoming and friendly to us, and we really regret the negative attention that this is going to bring to the community.
He found a piece of the snow machine. The VPO for Mulatto located that snow machine in town, which helped us to identify the driver. Admitted this morning to the VPO as well as his dad, who called me, that he was the one driving and hit them, hit the 2 mushers. So he is currently in custody for 2 counts of assault, 3 reckless endangerment, reckless driving, and 6 counts of criminal mischief 5. And he'll be taken to FCC this evening to be remanded, and then he'll have his arraignment tomorrow at 1:30.
So though emergencies can be sad at times, you have an idea of what happens.
There are plenty of mushers that have great backgrounds, but they're mainly these 2. Allie Circle and Dagtor Olson. Let's start with Allie Circle. Allie Circle is 46 years old, was born in New Hampshire. She graduated from the University of Pennsylvania with a degree in biology and later came to Alaska in 1990. When she first came to Alaska, she lived in a wall tent on the Alaska Peninsula and worked for the United States Fish and Wildlife Service. She's lived in Two Rivers for the last 18 years. She says she enjoys the community and the surrounding wildlands. Allie lists her occupations as dog mushers and has finished the Iditarod 15 times. She says, Iditarod is my passion, my job, my life. Alaskan Huskies, sled dogs are the focus of my life. We breed, raise, and train the best individual dogs we can possible at SP Kennel in Two Rivers. I began mushing dogs over 20 years ago because I enjoy dogs. I still do. We have some of the most talented, fun, loving, dedicated sled dogs in the world, racing them on the largest stage in the world, the Iditarod. Seems only fitting. Allie Circle has 2 adult stepdaughters, Bridget and Jennifer, who both sometimes volunteer at the dog kennel. When asked what she enjoys, she says, exploring Alaska and drinking good coffee. She had a wild child life. She spent her childhood in New Hampshire, Puerto Rico, and Missouri. Now, moving on to Dagtor Olson. Dagtor Olson is 51 years old, was born and raised in Finnmark, Norway. He has been running dogs since 1993 and has been dreaming about the Iditarod since 2000. He says mushing dogs is a big part of my life. Breeding dog is normal work for me. The whole family is well known in the mushing community. I have imported some dogs from Alaska from Mitsubishi, and I have a breeding line from Land Mackie. Dag is married and they have children. He lists his hobbies as fishing and hunting. For the musher's background.
A sled dog's diet is very important. If their diet is off, it can affect their performance. There are certain things that should be fed to sled dogs depending on their surroundings. For example, if it is 20 below or more, it is important to feed the dogs fat. The fat prevents the dogs from having stomach problems when they are running. Sled dogs eat a lot of calories. Each day they eat about 20,000 calories. That is about 5 times as much as a human. Not only do they eat large amounts, but they also scarf down a whole bowl of food in less than 30 seconds. During the Iditarod, sled dogs have a large variety of food they can eat. They can eat beef fat, she-fish, lamb flake, lamb fat, chicken skin, horse meat, and high-quality kibble, just to name a few. Beef fat is manly fat and is great for dogs when it is cold. Sheefish is the main red meat. It is oily, easy to eat, and doesn't freeze solid. Lamb flank is a marble fat that is easy to eat. Lamb fat is like a lard and doesn't have much meat. Chicken skin is a combination of chicken skin and chicken fat. Horse meat is a dark meat, easy to digest and tasty for the dogs. Beef is the main protein. When the mushers feed their dogs, they combine warm water, meat, and dry kibble. Every musher has their own combination. Besides the water that is given to the dogs through food, dogs eat snow to stay hydrated. These fascinating huskies are truly amazing.